Yo, Benny Sona, what up, everybody? This is your boy Elton Keys back with another video. I'm over here, as you can see, I'm rocking my my LY beads. I got my boy over here, Echu B, over here doing big things. Y falta la de buru y voy a boche man. What up, Echu B? I'm good, son. Word. Okay, good. I'm glad. How about you, Balayiki? You good? People still remember your ass from the music video? Yeah, man, I'm dope. That's good. I'm good. I'm glad you're good, bro. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, me too. Word. So, thank you to Jeremy Allison. I said I want to talk about it, so let's talk about it. Jeremy Allison makes the point, and he points out two individuals that I can't recall off the top of my head, two leading people, Olochas of Echu. And he says, it's wrong to limit the communications in which Echu, specifically Echu, can communicate. He brought up Kimbanda, Umbanda. I don't know too much about it. He didn't know too much about it. But I'm like, yo, there's an Echu in Kimbanda, Umbanda. But I'm like, that's like the dude with like, he has like a cape and like a top hat, and he has these little horns, and he has no shirt on. They call him Echu, E-X-U. I don't know nothing about that Echu. All I know is my Lukumi stuff, okay? So he argued that Echu is not limited to any means of communications, and that he can speak to anybody through any means, any medium, any channel, and that it is wrong. Basically, it's wrong to put Echu in a box. I mean, how you feel about that, B? How you feel about that, Echu B? Let's talk about it. I told dude, I said, I can't speak on what goes on in Kimbanda, Umbanda, but I know that when I see people using Orisha tarot cards, that is not going to be formally recognized. When I see videos of people bringing down people's guardian Orishas with tarot cards, there's a lady over here that does readings. I definitely got to do a video on her. I think she's called the Angel Witch. The Angel Witch. Or the Witch Angel. Probably the Angel Witch. I definitely want to do a video on her. She seems like such a sweetheart. The sancocha that comes out of her, it's ridiculous. It's bonkers. Basically, this lady, she has like tarot cards, and then numbers on the tarot cards 1 to 16, and those are the oduns, and then like you pick a number that you're attracted to, I guess like on the screen, and then, 3. And then, okay, so your Odun is 3. She reads the tarot cards. Let's find out what the next one is. And she has like in a bowl, I'm totally going to show you guys, in a bowl, numbers, and to find the corresponding Odun. So you get 1 out of the 256. So it could be, Ogunda Meji, Ogunda Tonti, Unle. And that's her reading. I don't know. But basically, Jeremy was arguing that, be it any medium, if Echu wants to speak through tarot, that's Echu's right to, because you can't box how Echu chooses to communicate with anyone on earth. If Echu wants to communicate through chamalongos, if Echu wants to communicate through, whether dreams, or I'm talking more like crystal readings or runes, R-U-N-E-S, not ruins, runes. And if someone brings up in that rune reading, in that crystal reading, in that tobacco reading, some people read the ashes, some people read the smoke, some people read eggs. Shit, in some countries, I know there was one where Gordon Ramsay went to some country and they said, they kill the animal, they sacrifice it or whatever, and then they read the organ entrails. That Echu, because he is the master of communication, he can speak through any form of divination and be brought up within that divination system. So you be with some Scandinavian dude or chick, and they could be doing their rune reading, casting the runes, and they could be like, yo, in this sign, Echu is saying XYZ. And we didn't get into that much detail, but that's basically what it is. Echu cannot be boxed in. Echu Elegbara, and then that's a whole other topic I want to touch on. Whether you call it Echu Elegua, Echu Elegbara, Yeah, I know that Elegua is different than Echu, but some say the same. Some say there is no Elegua, it's just Echu. There's just Echu. And say, oh no, you can't call saying Echu and Echu Elegbara are two different things. That's a whole nother topic. Interesting though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That you can't box Echu's communication with anything. So if he wants to speak with the chamalongos and the runes and the crystals and that lady that does the pick a paper out of a hat and you pick the number. Oh, it says Eyoko. Okay, Echu saying here, yada yada yada. I was saying, I totally get where you're coming from, bro. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as I believe the greater Lukumi community would be concerned with, because I can't speak on Isheshe, and I don't speak for everybody, I speak for myself. There's only 3 legitimate ways that Echu communicates. And it's the same other 3 legitimate ways that all the other Orishas communicate, which are Obi, Meridi Lagoon, and Ifa. Be it the Ekwele, or be it the Ifa table with the nuts, the Ikin. I know in Brazil, like sometimes I believe they use like for inle, could be wrong, like they use other mediums like dried out orange peels. But I can't speak on candomblé either. I saw a video of these Black Americans, they were women, and they were throwing chamalongos to their madrinas of chun. I don't know. As far as I know, there's only 3 ways to communicate for that Echu communicates. Other than dreams, yes, they all communicate through dreams. But I mean like direct divination. I'm not talking about just regular communication. I mean like direct divination. Obi, the Dilogun, or the Veni Dilogun, which is the 16 cowrie shells to get the 256 Odu. And Ifa, to get the 256 Odu. My argument was, if that's the case that Echu should not be, or cannot be, I should say, it's wrong to box Echu in a box and say, no, he does not speak through tarot or through runes or through crystals. He speaks through these 3 methods. It gives way to a whole lot of sancocho, because I can very well go get some runes, go get some crystals, go get some tarot cards and say, yo, the Echu card came up, so this is Echu saying this and this and this. And it holds, that reading would hold no validity to a Lukumi person, to a Lukumiso, as they say. So that's my argument. Let me know what you guys think. Is that Echu is the owner of communication. Thus, Echu cannot be, Echu Legbara, whatever the hell you want to say, cannot be and should not be boxed into the way that he chooses to communicate with us as humanity. And I'm not, let's make sure that when we talk in the comments, I'm not talking about dreams. Yes, they all can communicate through dreams. That's fine. I mean to say that Echu is going to speak in a tarot reading, and that's legitimate. And oh, this card says Echu, and so Echu's talking. We didn't talk about the other Santos, but we talked about Echu. So let me know what you guys think. If there's any elders watching out there, is there any legitimacy, or is it, maybe, okay, that's, I guess, in more Isheshe point of view. Should I be over here, get my Echu over here and throw some tarot cards and say that this Echu B is communicating with me through pieces of cardboard with fancy paints on it, aka tarot cards? Should I be getting chamalongos and throwing it to my Echu and say that he's communicating with me? Should I be getting some Scandinavian runes and friggin' throwing them to my Legua and saying my Elegua is communicating and saying this and this and this, simply because he is that Orisha, and as this Orisha, as Echu Elegbara, he has the licencia and the authority and the ability to speak with tarot, with runes, with crystals, and the other countless ways You know, should I be taking my legua to a misa and put him in the middle and say, okay, Echu Elegbara is saying that that I have to XYZ and to do this abo. Let's talk about it. My perspective, absolutely not. That's nothing but sancocho. That's sancocho, that's hoodoo, that's mixing traditions. And anybody who says that they got a reading with Echu Elegbara and it wasn't with Obi, and you do not do full readings with Obi, that's all topic. I think I already touched on that. There's no such thing as a full reading with Obi. You want a thorough reading, you know, Obi's just for yes and no questions. You want a full reading, you go to the Dilogun, you go to Ifa. At the foot of either one, and both are consecrated. So it's not just get a bunch of seashells and throw them and say, now Elegua is talking to you. My perspective, no, there's only 3 ways to communicate with Echu. There's only 3 ways, I should say, there's only 3 ways that Echu communicates with humanity. The same way that all the other Orishas communicate with humanity. That is Obi, Dilogun, and Ifa. If there's any elders that want to chime in, please do. I totally invite it. Let's see. I don't know. Yo. What you got to say? I don't know. What are my boys thinking? Hey, yo. Can they communicate? I don't know. Let's talk about it, okay? I'm over here sounding like Sully from Uncharted. Shout out to all my gamers. PS4, every day, all day. I'm a Sony guy myself. So, let's talk about it. And let's have conversation. On to the next video. Peace!